Halo, halo. Bentar. Masih loading, coy. Gitu sih. Lagi main Ark naik. Google Chrome. Masih loading nggak? Masih menunggu. Halo Zen. Untuk persiapan ruang Mei gue udah tepat 5. Ush. Beset. 9.000 jed. Mantep banget tuh. Kayaknya masih ada waiting room deh. Nggak bakal langsung live stream ini. 5 menit lagi berarti. Kekencangan suaranya. Iya, 5 menit. Jadi totalnya jam 18.30 harusnya. Apakah menarik ruan Mei? Suara gue kalau kurang atau kegedean bilang ya. Tapi harusnya cukup sih. 9.000 jed. Itu minggu depan ya? 10 hari dari sekarang berarti. Rabu depan. Kita gila, minggu depan Rabu besok Genshin update. Rabu depannya HSR update. Gimana sing penting ruang Mei di rumah. Buset. Hati-hati bang. Nanti gue bakal, kalau sepertinya nggak kurang jelas juga nih apa live stream, nanti gue bakal replay lagi beberapa yang bakal bisa dibahas, kayak kitnya Ruan Mei atau mungkin yang lain. Sebenarnya katanya di bener PS1. Ya kita lihat aja nanti. Gue lebih penasaran 2.0 sih. Gue pengen ngerasa musuh baru dan map baru. Kita sudah muak dengan belobog gini. Belobog dan Senzu Lofu. Untungnya Lofu dia terus tuh. Soalnya kitnya sesuai scale ke break effect sama kayak Ruan Mei. Mungkin win-win solution dong berarti. Kalau gacha Ruan Mei sekaligus dapat Sui. Win-win solution. Ya ke pause lagi. Paket dapat DPS-nya. Dia destruction ya. Destruction mah pengalihan nih. Mengalih. Destruction. Pronounce gimana sih bener? Coba. Destruction. Ini memberi efek sesuai 240. Buset, itu mah berarti semuanya subsetnya beri efek dong.
Destruction.
Kenapa kepencet? Mulai. Let's go.
3 genius society members at the same time. I knew this interview was a bad idea.
Ada si Scrollum.
Member 76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention, the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. He'll recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
And his astonishing wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves. Ergo, the Genius Society hereby confers upon Mr. Albert the title of Member 85.
Member 81, Ron May. She seemed like a kind and elegant person in the simulated universe. A little distant though, but
dia dari Lofu kan, desain karakternya si Ron Mei. Chanzo.
Since when does Albert ask bad questions?
This little bird has an active imagination.
Quit daydreaming! The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
Trailer, let's go.
thought Member 4, Pokakakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
Ini pet baru tuh. Itu apa anjir?
Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz.
Expansion map baru di Space Station, coy.
Mission status. Madam Ron May.
There's much you don't know about the space station.
Madam Ruan Mei.
It's crucial to mask your expression
Cakep
until you
banget, anjir.
ascertain the situation.
Cakep banget.
If not,
Sial,
you'll be
matanya.
full of weaknesses that others can see through.
A genius move. And how will you counter it? You
Dr. Rasio.
a portrait of internal turmoil.
Ini salah satu anggota Ruan Mei juga kah? Kayaknya ya.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction.
Oh.
No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Ini apa? Erudition. Erudition nih.
Audience dice. How ostentatious.
Crown of the Mundane of Divine. Let's go. M.2 main satu. Musiknya enak nih, musiknya Expectation.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And if you didn't know already, I'm Albert, your favorite feathered announcer. Welcome to the version 1.6 Crown of the Mundane and Divine special program. On today's program,
Iya, kayaknya si Dr. Rasio anggotanya
intellectual heavyweights
Genius
from none other
Society
than
ini.
the Genius Society. Oh, why don't you introduce yourselves? Madam Herta,
Set itu
here to
Ruan
kick
Mei.
us off.
Whatever. Herta here.
Paha.
Madam Herta, we said, remember, enthusiasm.
Seriously?
Bisa-bisanya kayak begitu ya.
Hello, I'm Herta.
Now we're talking. And let's not forget the new face on the block, Madam Ron May.
Hello, dear viewers. I'm Ran Mei.
I suppose that makes it my turn. Greetings, viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a
Screwlum.
pleasure to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure is
Suaranya
all ours.
Madam.
I never thought I'd be interviewing all
Gue bilang
three of
Madam
you
juga
at the
kan.
same
Ruan Mei
time.
mantep
I
banget.
guess the great news was
Matanya
to finally
bagus tuh.
recognize my potential.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This is a scheduled space station visit. Lucky for you, we had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. Two birds, one stone.
Thank you. Anyhow, we saw from the trailer that the story is making a return to Herta Space Station. Intelligence available for
Ya, akhirnya ada
release
map baru sih
in
di
case
Space
of
Station.
follow.
Kayaknya
Madam Ron May
Sege-
has commandeered one of the space station zones
pesawat
for
segede itu
biological
kayak kecil
science
banget itu mapnya.
experiments.
Makanya dia ngebuka
I
map
like
baru.
to avoid attracting too much attention with my experiments, and the station had a sealed-off area available. Herta was kind enough to lend it to me.
Big enough to spread across 3 levels. This area is a brand new
Oh, ada 3
domain
lantai.
waiting for us in version 1.6. Welcome to Herta Space Station Seclusion Zone. Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal.
Oh,
Your
ada swarm,
assertion
coy.
excludes
Swarm
the
jadi
existence of inorganic life
bisa
operating
dilawan.
in the area.
Dropnya apa tuh batu swarm?
As I was saying, the story is set to unfold in this new domain.
Wait, so you still need the seclusion zone, Ronmei?
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was hoping the Trailblazer could do me a small favor.
Hah? Ngapain tuh?
Favor?
Oh, ada Trailblazer tambahan.
Yeah, I'm not
Ya,
sure about
ini
the second one,
bukan
but this is a
cerita utama
gold
sih. Kayak yang
name for
kemarin.
biological science. No problem too big or too small, right? In version
Udah berarti langsung
1.6
Trailblazer
brand new
mission gua
Trailblazer
nanti.
continuance, crown of the mundane and divine. Trailblazers will encounter Madame Ronmei for the first time. They'll need to work closely with her to solve the headaches of Herta Space Station.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ronmei has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the nature of biological science. Surprises and accidents in equal measure.
Not to mention, the space station is hiding more secrets than you might have thought. Various crises bubbling to the surface, Herta's puppet falling prey to an ambush, and a new provocation that the geniuses must face up to.
Nothing a small favor can't fix, right?
We got the three geniuses here.
Suara Herta kayak gitu ya, yang Inggris ya, gue
In
nggak tahu deh.
Mr. Albert's previous broadcasts,
Kita taunya
the
kuru-kuru,
adoption
eh.
of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak
Ya, gua
is
harus
sealed.
sekali-kali pakai bahasa
This
Inggris
is a
deh.
top secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder of biological science. And what better way to prepare our trailblazers than by introducing the one and only Madame Ronmei?
Oke, ini langsung ke kit. Ini pakai apa sih? Oh, ini mah bukan, ini mah lebih ke Jepang sih daripada Sanzo. Oh, nama art musiknya gue
Madame
lupa dah.
Ronmei is an ice-type character following the path of harmony and member 81 of the Genius Society. From the very beginning, her research has focused on biological science.
That's right. Biological science is a boundless
Mi,
field. I rarely have time for leisure. And despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madame Ronmei, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a flat hierarchical structure. My name is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating! What a spellbinding tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick,
Arigato ko
Mr.
harmony.
Albert. Are
Nggak
you
apa-apa.
hoping for something in return?
Mantap coy, harmoni.
Who wouldn't hope for a blessing from Madame Ronmei?
Gue yang kayak gini
Trailblazers
normal
agree
sih.
with me.
Gue kalau desain
Let
kayak
me
gini terus
remind
dia
you
berantem
that a
gebukin gitu,
genius's blessing isn't
kayak
always
kurang
a
ini gak
result
sih?
of generosity or kindness.
Kan kalau harmoni lebih anggun gitu di belakang, anjay.
Aren't you supposed to be intelligent? You tell me.
Many individuals have a hidden
Support
side.
kita, support
Ergo,
DPS.
Trailblazers' encounter with Ronmei may hold surprises.
Spoiler atomic clock! I think it's time we took a look at what this elegant scholar can do on
Kurang
the
S, iya
battlefield.
kah?
Don't
Ya udah
you?
nanti gue
My
ganti.
basic attack, Threading Fragrance, deals ice damage to a
Bentar.
single target, while my
Emang iya?
skill, String Sing Slow Swirls, can increase the weakness break efficiency of all allies. There's
Oh.
also my ultimate, Petals to Stream, Repose and Dream, which creates a field.
Nambah efisiensi
Only the
break.
most beautiful field I've ever seen. A work of art, madam.
Within
Baru
the
tuh.
field, allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a mark.
This mark is triggered
Okay.
on the enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state. delaying their action and inflicting them with additional ice damage.
You have a knack for exploiting an enemy's weakness, Ranmei.
I'll say,
Setelah dia
and we didn't even mention her
nge-restore,
technique,
kena break lagi.
Silken Serenade, which allows the team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle.
Itu
In the simulated
party.
universe, when Ranmei possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness was attacked. The attack ignores weakness types and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Wow, very good.
Wow, weakness-
Sounds to me like you have an
weakness
interest in
efisien,
testing the
break
simulated
efisiensi coy.
universe.
After Trailblazers get to know Ranmei,
Berapa tuh
another
kira-kira
scholar with
naiknya? Itu
connections to the
kayak
Gene Society will be appearing, and this
blessingnya Nihility.
Trailblaze continuance.
Oh, I
Dia
assume
su-
you're referring to the gentleman with the alabaster head.
Classic Mr.
Wah, gila udah juga ya.
Able to see the gentleman behind the mask.
Gentlemen, my foot!
Herta, you're being a little harsh.
Sounds like you two are well acquainted. Without further ado, allow me to introduce him.
Dokter Rasio. Oh, dia ini apa? Siapa tuh? Pitagoras ya? Bukan itu. Siapa? Yang ilmuwan kejatuhan apel itu. Apa namanya? Newton. Aduh.
Veridus
Newton.
Ratio, or Dr. Ratio as he's known, is
Ada
an
ke
imaginary type
kejatuhan
character
apel.
following the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different news-worshipping
Oh,
organization,
imaginary coy.
the Intelligentsia Guild.
Which is why I can't stand the sight of him.
The Genius Society consists of vanguards from various fields who
Tampan dan
act in
berani.
isolation. In contrast, the Intelligentsia
Jordan Paul
Guild
Haro.
advocates for the dissemination of knowledge, allowing for a
Wah,
broad
Rame
church
sih.
of followers of Noose who work towards
Mantap,
furthering this end.
Weakness break
Does
efisiensi.
the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society?
Soalnya makin
or
kesini
the
musuh-musuhnya
mutual
emang
learnings
toplessnya
of the
makin tebel sih.
Intelligentsia Guild?
You sure
Boleh sih.
you want to go there?
Let's not.
I see.
Is that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild? A devotion to science? A desire to share scientific knowledge?
Exactly! Dr. Ratio presides over a total of 52 academic programs.
And yells at people until they burst into tears.
Strict teachers make for good students.
DPS lagi nih,
and
DPS
any
nih kalau mau.
student who makes it to the end of a
Zi, lu
program
mau
will be an
DPS kan?
expert scholar in their
Dokter Rasio harusnya
respective
DPS
field.
di Han
And
soalnya.
an emotional wreck.
Ignorance is an
Gas,
ailment,
Han.
the expungement of which only our Dr.
Tapi
Ratio
tidak
can
waifu
achieve,
gimana?
and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
His creations have helped many worlds look beyond their borders and step into the future.
I feel like we might accidentally be discussing.
Perhaps I should intervene. Dr. Ratio's desire to cure ignorance with truth is well known. It's time for us to assess his prowess on the battlefield.
During his basic attack, Mind is Might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his Codex, dealing imaginary damage to a
Codex,
single
bukunya.
target.
Question, why does he carry a codex with him?
Buset, digebuk
Intellectuals
pakai
enjoy
buku.
persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with them directly.
Dr. Ratio's skill, intellectual midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent,
Dua unit loh,
Cogito
dua
Ergo
unit.
Sum, may trigger
Imaginary
him to launch a follow-up
Ya, dua
attack after using his
Oh, itu ada
skill.
apa tuh
As a
angka-angkanya?
rigorous academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle. The more debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance of him launching a follow-up attack.
Oh.
And let's not forget his ultimate, three-step
Main sama
paradox.
Nihility
The
enak nih.
good doctor summons a leaning tower, and through a series of precise calculations and
Single target
measurements,
doang.
plots a trajectory of maximum pain. The target enemy suffers imaginary damage and is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly.
Ditindih
When a target
menara
with
ini.
Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when using his technique, Mold of Idolatry, Dr. Ratio creates a dimension and taunts nearby enemies.
Oh, kena
When
taunting.
attacking an enemy within the
Bikin
dimension to
patung.
enter battle, there's a chance of reducing the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree
Jadi
of
dia nge-debuff
narcissism.
kena tanda,
To put
terus
it
kalau beberapa
mildly.
tandanya ada, terus dia bisa follow up attack.
Also in version
Chance
1.6,
apa tadi dia
Trailblazers will
bilang?
finally be
Dia
running
ada
into an
follow up
old
attack-nya.
friend. The elder of 2 siblings, very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same. It's
Dua-duanya lah
Hanya's
tampan
older
sekali.
sister, Shui.
Lengannya. Oh, ini Sway. Dia 4 star ya? Oh. Itu keren banget ultinya.
Shui Yi is a quantum-type character following the path of destruction.
Quantum destruction,
whose original
coy.
body was replaced long ago with a permanent puppet system. The system was constructed for Shui Yi on behalf of the Ten Lords Commission. The commission agreed that for every culprit Shui Yi
Yang ini
apprehended, she would be
DPS nih,
rewarded
tapi
with a
4 star.
half-day's wake span.
Ya ini 4
A
star.
reasonable arrangement.
Better than my one. Like her sister Hanya, Shui Yi is a
DPS
formidable
waifu tapi
presence on the
4 star.
battlefield. Shui Yi's basic attack, Mara Sunder All, can deal quantum damage to a target enemy. Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
Okay,
And
adjacent.
as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
Oke.
So she's good at trying criminals?
The best! When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage. Her ultimate, Divine
Follow-up attack ya?
Castigation, can deal
Dia kayak
quantum
blend
damage
itu.
to a single target and
Kalau
toughness
stackable,
depletion that
kalau-
ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Breaking weaknesses irrespective of type.
These Xianzhou natives are cold-blooded.
Gila dia
When Shui Yi
ulti
uses
dia
her
bisa
technique,
nge-break tanpa ada
Summary
weakness-nya.
Execution, to attack an enemy
Jadi
and
tanpa
enter
ada weakness
battle,
quantum
she
dia,
deals quantum
dia bisa
damage
nge-break
to all
sesuai
enemies.
unit ultinya.
Yes, sir. It's time. We talked about version 1.6's banners. During the
Wah, dia
first
ultinya
phase of
mantep
version
banget berarti.
1.6 in the
Kalau tadi
character
bener deh cara
event
mainnya.
warps, Floral Triptych,
Oh,
and
tinggi
the
nih.
Lost Soul.
Wah, ini
Trailblazers can
memang
obtain
Ruan Mei
the
enak
limited
nih
5-star
gacanya.
characters Ron Mei and
Kalau dia bener
Blade,
main break effect,
respectively. Not to mention,
Entanglement.
the 4-star character Shui Yi will be joining version
mantap,
1.6's
coy.
first phase character warp.
Oh, it's Bandage Guy.
Now, during the
Tuh, sama
second
Blade.
phase of version 1.6 in the character event
Bisa
warps,
skip. Gua
Panther
udah
Ray
6
and
anjir.
Nessun Dorma,
Itu rasio.
Trailblazers
Tapi
can
gue
obtain
udah
the
udah
limited
banyak juga sih.
5-star
Apa, DPS udah banyak
characters
juga, jadi
Dr.
kayak
Ratio and Kafka,
kelihatan banget skip.
respectively.
Rasio.
I wondered
Oh,
when that
Kakak boleh
lady
nih
might be
kalau
making a
mau Kakak.
return.
I'll be glad to see the back of her.
Then let's not forget light cones. At
Boleh, boleh
1.6's
ambil
first
satu.
phase
Nggak
light
dari
cone
Ran aja.
event
Itu
warp,
ada 2.
the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, my past self in the mirror,
Riran, Aquafa
will
sama
be boosted.
Blade.
And in the Bicone Reminiscence light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will also be boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will also see the 5-star light cone,
Buset, light cone
the
sih.
baptism of pure thought, entering the light cone
Jago
event
banget
warp.
buat gayet player-player
Bathing
cewek
relaxes
anjir.
both the body
Ini mah.
and the mind. It is of
Like-onnya
great
kayak begitu,
benefit to
coy.
our consideration of both the universe and philosophy.
Jadi waduh info bagus untuk
Check
teman
out the
saya.
yellow ducky.
And finally, in the aforementioned Bygone Reminiscence
Kafka.
light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star
Oke,
light
overall
cone, patience is
ruannya
all you
menarik banget sih.
need,
Kayak
will
kitnya baru
also
soalnya
be
bisa
boosted.
nambah toughness efisiensi.
Light
Break.
cones, it's been a pleasure.
Weakness break
I
efisiensi.
think it's time for some mental recuperation. Stay tuned for more updates.
Wah, gila cuy. Q T R T N C 3 L U 9 UX. QTRTN dan C3LU 9UX. Like, ya parah itu, ini desainnya bener-bener buat player-player cewek gacha gitu. Like-onsnya kayak begitu coy.
Welcome back, Trailblazers! Now that we've introduced our new characters, it's time to delve deeper into version 1.6. First up, something that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
Wah, musuh baru. Oh, ini suara lain. Oh, gede banget. Weekly ini. Weekly ini kelasnya.
I can see how that would make a big splash.
Do I recall someone mentioning accidents on the space station?
In the process of clone cultivation, Madame Ron May did encounter a certain anomaly. An anomaly in the form of a Swarm King prototype and fierce swarm disaster entity, Star Crusher, Swarm King Scaricabaz. Thanks to an incident during the experiment, this borehole planet's old crater came into being, and it looks like a lively one.
There's that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Dari Lycons juga ini.
Fool me once, shame on you.
HSR.
Fool me twice, I kick your butt.
Don't panic. Madame Ron May has shared with us one of her research papers. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz, analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences. Let's start with the abstract keywords, shall we?
Get to the point!
Leave it to me. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz possesses immense propagative capabilities. When in its multiply state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with every attack it sustains.
Wait, every attack?
So
the swarm just keeps multiplying the more we fight it? Somebody's getting fired.
However, this multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the paper's conclusion, maintain your focus on the Swarm King's toughness. Time the weakness break just right, and Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz can be defeated. Furthermore, after completing the 1.6 Trailblaze continuous mission, Echo of War, Borehole Planet's old crater, will become available. Complete this challenge to obtain the advanced trace level up material, past evils of the Borehole Planet disaster.
Are all biological entities in this location characterized by aggression? Affirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such experiments within a sealed-off area.
Fear not. There are some sweet and lovable characters too. In a bid to boost the space station's research developments, Trailblazers have been assigned an important mission. Nurture and care for the newly arrived little life forms.
I'm counting on you, friends.
There won't be any accidents or anomalies this time, right?
Probably not. Look how adorable these little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event, Trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the nurturing manual. They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety of delightful little creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on the face of every Trailblazer.
Affirmative. It results in gratifying emotional and physical responses. Conclusion. A profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us, during the event, Trailblazers have the chance to transform into and experience what it's like to be Peppy.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated universe, this update is a real game
Gold and
changer
gear.
with significant new features. Version 1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with brand new
Subaru,
DLC, Gold and Gears.
Brand new DLC.
played a major role in this update.
Nice, Subaru coy.
In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of Member 27, Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's
Tolong
gaze,
bersabar,
becoming the
belum rilis.
27th member of the Genius Society. It proclaimed itself emperor
Ini Subaru
and
nih harusnya.
initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis, the first
Kayak Swarm
Emperor's
kah?
War.
Kalau kayak Swarm,
The war
mantap sih.
serves as an excellent historical source for Ionic research.
This latest
Oh,
update
yeah.
adds the path of erudition and
Oh, the
daring
erudition path.
experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping various dice face effects. By collecting Trailblaze secrets, you can unlock even more dice face effects. As
Oke,
Trailblazers
Swarm
delve
baru,
deeper
apa?
into the challenges, they can
Kenais,
acquire more
anjay.
powerful dice
Gue
faces and
suka
unlock
nih.
new ways to play. Trailblazers can
Oh, ini
swap out
buff
the
harusnya.
faces on their dice, combining effects
Ya,
from
ini
multiple
buff.
paths to create unprecedented,
nice. Let's go.
powerful buff combinations. For
Let's go.
example, when using Kafka, even if the initial path
Swarm udah
selected
tamat.
is the Nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different dice faces.
Oh, ini
You can
upgradean
assemble a
dice-nya
die
ya.
that allows you to leap over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates
Okay,
both
thank you.
effects.
Clear
Let's
golden
go,
gears
thank
and
you.
voila! Neural impulse is all yours.
Neural
Use
impulse?
it to unlock different talents and
Oh.
increase your combat
Talent baru
gains.
di Asus.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated universe.
Get ready for a thrilling addition to version 1.6
gila,
of
endgame-nya
the
seru
simulated
banget,
universe, the intracognition system. When moving across the simulated
Bahasa yang
universe
baru tuh.
board, self-consciousness changes may
Uh,
be
if-
triggered, leading
event
to
baru,
the
event
first
baru.
story paths. Trailblazers can compile all the storylines
Wah,
through
gila,
continuous
roguelike lebih ngeri,
gameplay,
cuy.
ultimately unlocking the enigmatic secrets of the eons.
Count your blessings!
Wah,
A new
gila, roguelike
simulated
mantap
universe
banget
to
ini.
explore. Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the simulated
Sudah tuasan.
universe, it's time to talk about a special
gokil,
invite.
coy.
In version 1.6,
Mantap.
Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to
Bahkan
participate
selama
in
beberapa
a
bender dia
special
bisa
test.
membuatku
The
nge-stream secolah lagi
Department of
setelah sekian
Ecology?
lama. Gas.
What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary
Kebetulan
enemies
mesin
that are
cewek, kalau
conjured
dapat
through scent
berhasil,
triggers. Each
kalau
distinct
kayak
scent
dapat
plugin
hasil
yields
video.
different test outcomes. Trailblazers will start with the basic test and subsequently
Oh
unlock
my God.
despair mode.
Despair mode. I hear Trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm
Gila,
sure
coy.
their noses can
Endgame-nya
handle
banyak
it.
coy.
Don't be
Seru
so
nih.
sure. The difficulty curve isn't for the faint of heart, which is why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the illusions created by these scents differ from regular enemies. Make sure you're well prepared before engaging in battle.
Sakit banget tuh.
Example, deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in battle.
Oke,
That's
dapat
right.
bonus.
Immerse yourself in your favorite scent,
Bonus buff tuh.
say cedarwood, and you might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind everyone?
Kokolia
The sense
plus
may be
Gepard lu, lihat
tempting,
tuh.
but it's crucial to exercise
Gimana tuh?
self-control. Version 1.6 will also see the
Oke,
return
Pak Officer,
of the
oke lah.
planar fisher and realm of the strange
Imagine anjir
events.
lawan Gepard
During
plus
these
Kokolia.
events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and
Ya,
carbon
kok
corrosion
terlihat
will
sangat
yield
duri
double
ya.
rewards
Kayaknya
for a
like-
set number of
Oh,
times.
Conclusion.
Cari nanti harusnya ada sih
Relaxation
yang
and fun await.
We ain't done
Masih.
with you yet. Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo
Oh, ini nih
Lafu?
Pure Fiction
He
nih.
recently acquired a talking pen.
Ini nih
called
endgame yang
Vivobook
baru nih.
that can
Pure
blur
Fiction.
truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't it?
Dapat apa tuh bulu tuh?
Slander. as I was saying, Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Wah, lawan Sparrow gue.
Permanent challenge? You mean like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly. In Pure Fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of cycles to rack up a high score. Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that high scores hinge on the right cure. Conclusion. Consider the nature of enemies and available buff effects when selecting your formation and battle strategy.
A quick update, folks. In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar J's. And guess what? Completing specific stages for the first time will earn you the 4-star character links.
Whoa, 720 stellar jades?
You heard it here first. In version 1.6, Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos is set to expand with stages 11 and 12. Securing a 3-star victory in these new stages grants an extra 120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10 stages, and you're looking at a grand total of 720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete these 2 permanent challenge modes can also earn a new currency, which they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin in the newly added shop.
Sounds neat, but are Trailblazers seriously expected to take on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herta. These 2 permanent game modes will be seeing changes of their own in the update schedule. From version 1.6 onwards, Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos and Pure Fiction will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos update will be followed 2 weeks later by a Pure Fiction event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 stellar jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to experience challenge gameplay.
You got it. And I almost forgot about another significant new feature in version 1.6. Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding stages. Just heads up, that stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can start their challenge.
Jadi mereka langsung ngebuka 6 lantai. Lu kalau selesai lantai ke-6, yang nanti sebelum-sebelumnya lu bisa langsung dapet hadiahnya. Oh gitu. Oke, bagus lah, biar cepet.
Another Trailblazer time saver.
Jadi lu nggak mulai dari lantai 1 lagi jadinya. Lu bisa langsung mulai dari lantai 6. Emosinya.
The team set up in the Forgotten Hall. As Trailblazers progress through stages in Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos, the team set up from the previous stage will be carried over by default. Plus, with the new team setup switching and one-click clear functions, lineups can be adjusted at the drop of a hat.
Impressive. It seems that optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
Absolutely. And guess what else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further explanation.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages to get the leveling materials for their characters.
Oh.
And of course, Where would
Wah,
1.6 be
gila.
without the ever-exciting check-in
Selalu
event?
dapat 10 kali gacha.
Participating in the Gift of Odyssey event allows Trailblazers to get
Warp,
their
coy.
hands on 10 awards.
Dikasih 10 kali gacha,
I think the
dikasih
Trailblazers will be
endgame
looking
baru,
forward to
swarm
this one.
baru, SU baru.
Indubitably.
I saw it coming.
Alrighty. It's that time already, folks. A big shout out to all our Trailblazers for their incredible love and support. Honkai Star
Duh, Arjen
Rail
ini bagus
recently
buat
garnered
Perfection ya.
incredible awards and
Perfection sih
nominations.
lebih tepatnya.
On behalf of the project team, I, Albert,
Itu ambil
would like
Himeko
to
dong.
extend
Dulu
our
nanti.
gratitude.
Pardon the interruption. You are now
so-
speaking with
suaranya
Veritas
Dr. Rasio nih.
Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray Event Warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will,
Dapat
I
limited
shall
karakter.
become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you
Itu
farewell.
harus gue ulang ya.
And there we have it, folks. The esteemed Dr. Ratio. So, I think we've covered all the content for version 1.6.
Dapat
Thank
gratis,
you once
cuy.
again to our 3 geniuses for their support.
Wah gila, dapat gratis cuy,
Don't go
Rasio.
anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned for an IPM bonus program. Here comes Sunday.
Wah gila, dapat gratis.
I thought it was
Dapat
Friday
gratis, gak perlu
today.
gacha.
Question. Does the IPC
Bro.
not rest at the
Dapat gratis cuy.
weekend?
Dapat Rasio.
That's 2 full days of simulated universe testing. Trailblazers, you know what to do.
I'm not talking about the weekend, y'all. I'm talking
Sudah gila
about
sih, itu karakter
our
baru.
next special guest.
Gue lu masih mending ya kalau dapat standar ya. Itu karakter banner. What the hell? Dapat what the... Beneran itu, soalnya dia kan kemarin dapat 3 award dan dia menang terus HSR ini. Jadi kalau lu pada mau gacha Lyconsnya aja anjir. What the hell? Nah, tadi gue kaget pas dia bilang nanti lu cek in email in game sama atas Dr. Rasio, nanti lu bisa dapetin 5-star limited gratis.
Good evening
5-star
and
limited?
welcome to
Siapa,
the
coy? Pas
Family's
dikasih lihat.
Festival Conference. I'm your host, Albert. This once in an amber era event is near at hand, and the eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the
Wah,
planet
gila,
of festivities, Pentaconi. Tonight,
Oh,
we'll be bringing you
ini.
all the latest
Next ini
on
nih.
Charmony Festival.
Next planet.
First, let's give a round of applause and welcome the organizer of the festival and representative of the family at
Oh,
Pentaconi,
gila.
Mr. Sunday.
Good evening, dear viewers.
Karakter baru tuh.
I am
Sunday.
Sunday.
Welcome, good sir. Your presence here lights up our humble studio.
You are too
dude.
kind, Mr. Owlbert. If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation, I would not have had this opportunity to introduce your audience to our festival, nor its location. That is to say, Pentaconi. Pentaconi is located in the Asdana star system.
Pentaconi.
It is a holiday destination of universal repute.
Oh,
Known to
tempat
many as the
hiburan ya.
planet of festivities. Our guests will be staying in the Reverie, a luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are uniquely yours.
I'm curious, what makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Penacony tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something truly extraordinary. The family on Penacony has, for the first time, issued public invitations to various factions of the cosmos, welcoming them to partake in our magnificent ceremony. Members of the 5 great families, which together make up the family on Penacony, as well as staff members of the Reverie, are united in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at the ceremony.
You heard correctly. On behalf of the family, Robin will be singing at the opening of the festival in honor of the Eon of Harmony. My sister has already arrived in Penacony, and dress rehearsals are well underway. Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly make the ceremony all the more dazzling. Mr. Sunday, would you be able to divulge any details about the festival's preparations?
All manner of preparations are unfolding as we speak. The Reverie's renovation works are drawing to a close, and so too is its human resources overhaul. Our level of service will be better than ever. Separately, we have introduced performers and service personnel from the Iris family to Penacony's principal scenic areas and leisure facilities. I'm sure they will help our guests to feel right at home. Needless to say, safety is our primary concern. And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger does not exist in Penacony's dreams, and the family promises that the safety of every guest is guaranteed. Of course, the family is also forgiving. Perhaps you are a member of the Annihilation Gang, or even the Stellaron Hunters. If you cherish dreams and uphold benevolence, Penacony welcomes your arrival. Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from various organizations throughout the universe. Today will be the first time we are publishing the guest list.
Guest list?
All in the service of the preservation. The Amber Lord. He's an executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary Ten Stonehearts.
Oh dia.
Mr.
Ini orang yang ditelepon
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, the nameless carry forward the trailblazing will of Akavili and build bridges between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express, Miss Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence. Trading knowledge for wisdom, calculating wealth with formulas, and transcending individual limitations through an academic network of shared resources. The renowned scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild, Dr. Veridus Ratio. We think, therefore we are.
Remembrance, Garden of Recollection.
She's committed to safeguarding and sharing these memories and able to journey beyond the corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection, it's none other than the Memo Keeper herself, Miss Black Swan. In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation exists as a balm for sorrow. Forever resilient, never disheartened, ceaselessly untearful, endlessly present, and here representing the masked fool, Sparkle. Following the path of the hunt, journeying from one planet to another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing it all over again. She's been away from the spotlight for too long. Representing the Galaxy Rangers, Miss Acheron takes the stage once more.
On behalf of the family, I hereby warmly welcome our guests to participate in this, our grand celebration. Penacony awaits you.
Wah, gila. Nunggu Penacony coy. Let's go. Malam ya. Buset, ini gede banget sih. Wah, gokil coy. Gila, gokil coy. Kita lihat ini ya, kita lihat yang tadi ya, yang katanya gratis. Nih. Tadi si ini bilang di sini.
You are now
Nih, di sini nih.
speaking
Si
with Veritas Ratio.
Dokter
It has
bilang,
come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself.
dengar nih.
If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and narrative. Every trailblazer be given access to a proper education.
Okay.
When version 1.6's Pantaray event warp becomes available, every trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5
Iya coy, one limited 5-star dia bilang.
mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5
Oke, ini gua harus refresh nih. Gratis dokter rasio.
one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
Wah gila coy, gratis dokter rasio
And
coy.
there we have it, folks. The esteemed Dr. Ratio.
Nih, baca nih. Lu harus login ya, lu harus login ini. Lu jangan nyampe lewat coy. Claim for free, ambil dapatkan secara gratis. Login limited 5-star. Login untuk mendapatkan 5-star karakter Dr. Rasio Han Imaginary. Available period from Pantareo karakter event. Oh, pas di mana banner dia muncul. Banner si Dr. Rasio muncul, lu dapat mail, lu dapat Dr. Rasio langsung. For data please will official. Dia gara-gara menang award yang kemarin nih, yang 3. The Game Awards The Best Mobile di phone sama Google Play. Di iPhone sama Google Play. Gila coy, ini gila sih.
I think we've covered
Ini gila
all
sih,
the
dia
content
gratis
for
cuy,
version
anjir.
1.6. Thank you once
Terus dia
again.
ngasih banyak banget konten ini lagi endgame.
Nurturing goals according to the nurturing manual. They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a
Ini udah
variety
fix
of
gacha ruang nih,
delightful little
kalau gini.
creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on the face of every trailblazer.
Affirmative. It results in gratifying emotional and physical responses. Conclusion. A profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us, during the event, trailblazers have the chance to transform into and experience what it's like to be peppy.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated universe, this update is a real game changer with significant new features. Version 1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with
Tuh
brand
udah
new
dikasih gacha 10
DLC.
kali, dikasih dokter rasio
Gold
lagi.
and Gears.
Ron May played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of member 27, Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius Society. It proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis. the First Emperor's War.
Ntar gue login.
The war serves as an excellent historical source for Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition and daringly experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping various dice face effects. By collecting Trailblaze secrets, you can unlock even more dice face effects. As Trailblazers delve
maksudnya gue masih mending lah ya dia ngasih standar banner gratis. Ini dia masih gratis anjir.
Not to mention the space station is hiding
Banner
more
limited dan
secrets
yang
than you
baru
might have
rilis.
thought.
Scheduled space station visit? Lucky for you, we had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program
is a boundless field. I rarely have time for leisure. And despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madam Ron-May, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a flat hierarchical structure. My name is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating!
Enggak, itu
What a
baca nih,
spellbinding
baca nih.
tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert. Are you hoping for
Baca aja.
something in return?
So, I think
Nih, coba nih. Coba baca. Kelihatan nggak? Claim for free? Jadi lu harus login, lu cuman perlu login nanti lu di mail. Genshin.
we've covered all the
Iya,
content
dia
for
menang
version
3 awards ya, emang sih tahun ini
1.6.
banyak banget
Thank
sih
you
awardnya.
once again to our 3 geniuses for their support. But don't go anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned for an IPM bonus program.
Udah lah ya. Bentar gua login dulu. Udah gila. Giveaway husbu. Bro. Itu 5 star loh. Itu udah gila sih. Dia belum dia HSR belum anniversary ya. Terus gue sih nggak masalah sih dia ngasih standar banner 5 star 1. Ini ngasihnya karakter yang baru rilis langsung dikasih gratis. Sudah gila. Sorry. Dapat bansos 10 kali gacha, dapat SU baru, konten baru lah kayak Swarm, emosi baru, Pure Fiction baru, terus Dokter Rasio gratis. Sudah gak bisa berkata-kata gue. Udah gila aja. Gila. Banyak banget itu. Jangan lupa di ini coy, di redeem. Speechless gue awalnya gue takut salah denger tuh pas dia bilang kata si Dokter Rasio nanti semua Trailblazer tinggal login dan cek mail bakal dapat satu 5 star limited gratis itu gue. Itu gue kata gue, hah? 5 star limited gratis kata gue. Wah ini bisa denger kali ya. Terus dia tampilin deh posternya. Oyo baik hati, game baik anjir. Gratis dokter Aksio, anjir gratis. Itu 90 kali gacha lu kalau lu. Jadi bener-bener lu bisa nge-save lo. Lu bisa nge-save Stellar Jet lu dari Argenti atau lu cuman bener-bener fokus Ruan Mei. Dan dokter Aksio lu tinggal gacha iconsnya doang. Atau mungkin tinggal gacha Eidolon lah. Dan itu limited ya, lu harus login ya. Tapi kita nggak tahu sih tanggalnya berapa. Itu harus login itu. Udahlah. Cukup kali ya? Gue udah puas mendengar semua berita ini. Ruan Mei bagus lagi, sial dah. Oke, ntar sekali lagi. Farming dulu sekali. Gue belum farming ini. Ruan Mei harmoni ya? Gue cara Ruan Mei ya? Ini dulu dah. Beresin dulu nih. Kira kalau iya pun bakal ada kayak event dan ada misinya gitu. Enggak ada. Itu dia bilang bener-bener si dokter Aksio dia yang bilang kan ya. Semua Trailblazer bakal dapat Sun Mail yang isinya satu limited karakter. Kaget anjir, satu limited karakter gitu. Ini apa? Game baik. Genshin kapan ngasih standar karakter gitu? Iya bener-bener sih, Honkai Impact, Honkai Star bener-bener enggak. Honkai Star bener-bener udah. Ini mah Anifnya kira-kira dapat apa? Ya Anifnya bisa possible dapat bintang 5 coy. Imagine anjir, ini award, ini award gede juga sih. Dia dapat 3 award loh. Dia dapat best game mobile di The Game Award. Dia juga dapat best game dari Apple ini ya apa App Store ya, App Store sama apa yang Play Store, Google Play. Seri-seri Honkai udah dari dulu dokter dari masih jadi 2D setahu gue. Oh ya, iya berarti mereka sangat-sangat mencintai Honkai series ya daripada Genshin. Oh udah gila coy. Ntar nih kegedeannya suaranya. Cukup. Gue speechless aja pas denger dia ngasih gratis. Ya walaupun mungkin beberapa orang karena bakal skip juga sih, lihat dari 2.0 banyak yang trip marketing ya. Tapi kalau dikasih gratis ya siapa yang tidak mau? Imagine aja nanti Anifnya dapat apa itu? Selain Honkai Impact, setahu aku masih ada lagi sebelumnya, aku lupa sebenarnya itu. Ya. Gue mau beres-bersin support gue deh. No, kurang. Ya kurang satu lagi sial, kurang satu banget. Berarti kalau kayak gini mending One Mei sih gua, bener-bener bagus itu nambah efisiensi brick ya. Berarti Argenti masih bisa ke skip sih harusnya. Berarti gacor One Mei. Argenti, tapi Argenti itu tadi bagus buat pure fiction sih gua liat-liat. Buat konten endgame yang baru. Nah kali ya, great sih. Cukup ya. Sangat-sangat memuaskan spesial programnya. Nggak ada yang mau dikerjain lagi sih, ini udah habis sih, tinggal event, tapi nanti event nyantai lah, bisa besok-besok lagi. Yang penting gue udah selesai Nobar. Oke, thank you semuanya sudah mau nemenin latihan gue. Thank you Z, thank you Zen, thank you yang udah komen-komen, thank you. Bye-bye.